Hey, what's up? It's me again. Um, what I'm gonna do with that video is, if I feel like, you know what, no one needs to see that, I'll probably delete it. But but because because that anger was valid, I'm probably not going to delete it. So I'm probably, someone's gonna look at that and be like, I can understand your anger. I can see why you were yelling at the camera. You have built up anger that's ready to come out, and it had to come out. So I'm probably not going to delete that video. You know, when I look back at it, I genuinely see an angry person, and that person's me. I can genuinely see the frustration and the pain that that person, which is me, is going through. I said those things out of pain. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm over here thinking that I'm doing the right thing, but I'm also getting in trouble for doing the right thing. So that's why it kind of pained me a little bit when you know, when I said all that stuff on the video. It was out of pain, because I felt somewhat hurt, and I felt somewhat betrayed, you know, because I'm thinking, I'm doing the right thing, and nothing bad's gonna happen. And guess what? I get in trouble. So I made that video to express myself, to get off that anger, because I really felt like yelling at something, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to unsubscribe, do it. I don't really live off of YouTube, you know. I got a job, and I'm all right with people unsubscribing because of that moment that I had. It just goes to show you that people are not living in reality. If you unsubscribe because I'm having a moment, that just tells me that you're not really subscribed to hear me out. You pretty much subscribe for something else, and that's okay, but in the future there's going to be a time where I might find something, right, and I upload to YouTube, and you're going to be like, damn, this is useful information, but like I said, if you want to unsubscribe. I don't care. But I'm keeping that video up only because there's somebody out there that's going through that. There's a man going through that. There's some guy out there going through that. He's doing something right for the woman, and he is getting in trouble for doing the right thing for the woman. Who wouldn't be angry, and who wouldn't be yelling in the sky and all that stuff like that? Like, who wouldn't be angry? I'm not embarrassed. That was a valid reason to be angry. But that's all I gotta say. Like I said, unsubscribe if you feel like it. I don't care. I don't really care. Only because, it just tells me that you came to the wrong person. Peace out.